And for those who are watching, and this is just so new to you, you're not to turn into a genie immediately and create this magic. You can if your thought is up for it and can shift. I mean, literally like closing the door so that something else opens up and there it is. But it does take time. So be patient with yourself, learn love, and that means yourself, everything that you need to. Daniel, when you were saying about love and about openness and our body also, I'm putting a bunch of things together because you also were saying that, which is true, each cell has a memory and has an intellectual system of its own. When we put ourselves into those spaces of becoming more loving, becoming more responsible, becoming more, I'm now using the terminology besides self-love into self-discovery because I'm reaching out to the mainstream community that when we do this with ourselves, we can shift so much. We can heal so many things. We can literally motivate ourselves to become physically more active, to be a better machine to carry our soul. And
yes.
So it's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. And a lot of it is a personal responsibility and understanding that you are where you are and you may not be exactly where you would like to be, but you can...
Dream, believe, create.
Dream, believe, create. It's very simple, and it's very... it is that simple, but it's also, paradoxically, it's also that complex. And I know Mia's story took time, and my story took time. And one of the things that I will tell my clients is just make peace with where you are now. This is where you are now. As much as you can, I really like Eckhart Tolle. So it's pull yourself into the now. I've got lots of books, obviously I was extremely well prepared. So pull yourself into the now, wherever you are. The ego will always want more, will always want, whether, that's the kind of the ego is got this consumption thing. It just wants to more. And I can remember being on my healing journey, and it was wherever I was, it was but I could heal that a little bit more. I could do that, and it's one of the things was you're okay right where you are just now. How do you know that this isn't perfectly exactly where you're meant to be right now? Doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. It's just that right now the state of consciousness that you're in is the state of consciousness that you're in. So your unconscious, if we're just looking at an unconscious mind, your unconscious mind is doing the best with the resources that it has. And so your reality, which is a reflection of your consciousness, is what it is currently. And you can slowly shift it. And you will shift. And it is possible. You can do it with coaching, with, I obviously would say, come to me, I'll help change your life.
People need support. They do need support.
I needed it. And I had 30 sessions. I had 30 sessions, and then and the paid sessions, and then after that I was qualified in it, which meant that I was able to have sessions with other people who were training. It wasn't quite as good, but it was, we were learning, and I was learning to be a practitioner with them. So they were guinea pigs to begin with. That was like back in 2006, and then I did lots of other things before that. But yes, it is an investment, and it does become a something that you commit to. No different than somebody who really was quite overweight and they wanted to learn to become a marathon runner. It's not going to happen straight away. There is going to be incremental action along the way, and there's going to be a shift in consciousness around food, training, motivation.
A total mindset.
It is a total mindset.
Total transformation. Yeah. Focus, mindset. Yeah.
Commitment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perseverance.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's funny, people have been asking me lately what my mornings are like, how I run my day, which is an honor because obviously they see I'm doing something amazing. So I just wanted to ask you, how do you start your morning?
And I have some beautiful homemade Polish tea, which I make in a pot, which has lots of vitamins and minerals and all different goodies. That's really good. Sometimes I will meditate. Sometimes I will just walk around the block. Sometimes I will stretch, sometimes I will go for a longer walk. Often I just listen to what I need to do that day, reading a book or whatever. It depends on where my clients are throughout the day. I don't really have that so much as a ritual. I know that other people do.
Yeah, it's my most favorite thing in the world.
Evenings are my favorite time. I like the stillness
I
of
love,
evenings.
yeah, I love them too. They're beautiful, aren't they?
But
Because it really, doesn't it get you just, when you're at peace either in the morning or at night, doesn't it just get you just in alignment? We'll just use that word that everybody uses, but it's true.
Because I'm highly sensitive, I pick up on a lot of energy. So if there are people who are driving to work, and I can hear the busyness in the morning, and I can pick up on that voices. I like solitude, and often I can spend evenings where there's literally, there's not you can't hear anything. And sometimes I'll go out and just look at the stars or look at the moon, or I have a friend and I go over, he's got a 17 or 18 foot high pyramid that he built, and it's got a meditation chamber, and I'll happily spend an evening there where it's just he and I around a log fire, and then dip in and out of the meditation pyramid. So I prefer my evenings to mornings. But having said that, there's a video I've got with me when I went to Mexico 2 years ago. I got up really early in the morning because I never really adjusted to the time. So I got up at about 5 a.m. So it was like about 11 a.m. still in my head.
Yeah.
And I liked those mornings because nobody was around. And I went for long walks on the beach. I made a coaching video. I put it on an iPhone. I made a slit on a piece of driftwood. And I really enjoyed that. But if it was really nice and sunny, I'd probably get out with a blue sky. It's not like that in England. In the morning at this time of year, it's like, there's like darkness, cold, mist, rain. Where is the sun? It's above the cloud.
Yeah. And granted, that's probably why I love my mornings so much, because it's me time. Anytime you guys can, like Daniel and I are saying, spend you time with just you. And it takes time to get past into this quietude. It does take time. There were times when I couldn't be by myself, and I'm sure you were that way too. You'll love it, so just do it.
I've been interviewing people for quite some time now, and I've built an interview segment where I've got about 7 people that I've interviewed. One of those people is you. One of those people is me. But there's another 5 people as well.
They're amazing stories. Yeah.
These are amazing stories of inspiration, and I've called it my secret series of inspirational stories, from impossible to I am possible. One of the people that is on there is Princess Diana's cousin, Margaret Thatcher, who was former Prime Minister in this country. The IRA tried to assassinate her in the 1980s. And they didn't, but they killed Joe Berry's father. Joe Berry is a direct cousin they have the same grandmother as Princess Diana. And I saw her story, and she had not only forgiven her father's murderer, she had become friends with him. And that's a shift in consciousness,
Right.
So I've got her, I've got other people who've recovered from suicidal depression, I've got other people who have recovered from alcoholism and bulimia, and so...
Beautiful, beautiful. That's awesome, honey. Well, wonderful. Leave us with one more juicy thing from your heart.
One juicy thing from my heart. Heal thyself, love thyself.
Yay.
Love
Amen to that.
Love thyself. And there's so much, that might sound very simple, but think about it, meditate on it, sink into your heart. What does that mean to you? Love thyself.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Always
Thank you for
lovely to
inviting
have
me
you.
here. Yeah, I'm blessed. Thank you.